Hello, everybody. We are back. So, here's our Patreon. Here is our media. And here's our sub goal. But anyways, you all look around inside of this room. It appears to be some type of underground little building of sorts. The stonework is mixed-matched in certain places, mostly like it's filled in, and you do discern that there are about 5 or 6 individuals sitting around on top of crates, on top of barrels, all of which kind of are looking at all of you a bit suspiciously. When you look around, you do recognize that there are a few symbols to the Raven Queen lining the walls as well, as these individuals just kind of look over at your group. And the one who let you inside, this rosy-cheeked looking dwarven woman, I can't believe it. So, all of you must be the new recruits. Where do you hail from?
I'm from Gnome's Town.
If Gnomestown. How did you get all the way here?
I've got ways.
What's happening to Gnomestown?
Her family, she was born there, but her family moved later in life. She's a little slow, and so she moved to the area when she was young.
I'm still not apologizing.
Roll a deception check, Ace.
It's advantage because of all the stupid shit I've said so far and done.
Okay, here we go.
Very well. Looks over at Jimmy.
Hi.
Hello. Where is it that you come from?
Asselheim?
I'm so sorry.
Thank you.
Looks over at you, York. And you?
I am from Craghammer.
Roll a deception check, Yorick.
I was created there, I see.
Alright, alright. So you're a brat. That makes sense.
Maybe.
Sir Yorick has the noble background, but your time at a noble soldier's training camp, a brat is somebody who is born into a military family while they're positioned in different locations. You're a military brat.
Yeah.
Very well. And I'm sorry, what are your names? Nathaniel!
Funny enough, Nathan.
Nathan and Nathaniel.
TX 107.
It's my. All right, fine. Nathan's my middle name. My parents gave me the name Alice as my first name, but I never use it.
You should be proud of your name. Wear it openly.
Then I am Alice.
Good. Now, welcome to our small encampment, all of you. We understand that devastation may have rippled through your lives, and your journey here was probably treacherous. But under the rule of the new Onoa, you are safe and you are welcomed. Those of you who believe you are strong enough to help keep everyone else safe, you are welcome to join us. We do not worry about the influences of the outside world, as they have never cared for us anyways. We are not considered a part of Tal'Dorei, so they have no authority here. And the roaming monstrosities that you have surely encountered on the way here have kept all away from us. Those too serve a purpose of protection for ourselves.
Quick question. As we're kind of like looking around too and stuff, and she's saying this, can I tell if they're like basically the D&D version of like Doomsday Preppers, or if they're a cult?
Roll me an insight check.
I was gonna go with atheists.
A 10 doesn't really teach you anything, unfortunately. Yeah. So, from this day forth, you will have a new name chosen to you by the waters that flow through here. She gestures for you all to step forward, and one of the individuals, a short dwarven man, walks over with a very large bowl that's filled with this red liquid.
That doesn't look like normal water.
It is not. It is a powerful magical essence that we found here when we discovered this place. Please. The dwarf holds it down. You take a sip and you will see. Holds it down to you, Prissa.
Dorzen immediately feels that emotion of fear, but she takes the bowl. Can I do, not an insight check, but can I do some sort of check to figure out what the fudge this is?
Roll a medicine check?
Oh no. Well, that's not bad.
What's that smell? It's blood.
It does have like an iron-like overtone to it.
Is there anything magical about it, is what I was hoping for.
Are you going to stop and examine it while they're trying to get you to drink it?
Oh god.
Can I examine it while they're...
Do you try?
I'm invisible, so I can peer down and over it. Look at it.
Sure. Prissa, what are you doing while he's trying to look at it and you don't know he's looking at it?
I am looking at this liquid and like I'm trying to help keep the cover, but this is a weird Kool-Aid kind of thing. So still setting that like fear emotion to doors, and Prissa's gonna slowly kind of bring it up to her lips.
The dwarf helps you, move it very slightly so only a little bit touches your lips. And the dwarf just smiles at you.
I guess I'll let some go in my mouth.
Okay. Give me a con save.
Oh no.
Chug, chug, chug.
You start coughing and spitting. That was blood. That was absolutely blood. That was stale blood that hadn't congealed. It is disgusting. Give me another con save to maintain concentration on your spell. 11 will be high enough. You spit up the blood as the 5 individuals start hysterically laughing right now.
Oh, these motherfuckers.
Oh. As all of them are laughing at you, the dwarf takes it back away and goes, "You are the first one to actually fucking drink that. What the hell? Like,
Motherfucker!
You have to be so much more careful about this shit, little one. That's bad. That is bad."
We're being hazed. Is that it?
Yeah.
Hey, that's not very nice. Like, why would you do that?
Oh, we have to keep
No,
things a little loose here every now and again.
Jimmy's
I'm
gonna
used-
take it and drink it.
Oh my
Give me a
God.
con save, Jimmy.
Oh,
Straight blood.
I know it's not. All right, let's just do it. This is out of principle, damn it. I'm giving myself a +5. I don't care.
11. You spit it back up and just start. It is disgusting. It is blood. What the hell is wrong with these people? That is, the dwarf like takes the bowl away. And goes, "That's we were just playing around. That's
No, I know. I'm used to that. That's isn't the first time that's happened to me. Just it's the first time it's been blood.
yeah." And I mean,
this unit
it's
does not require extra oil.
what?
I said this unit does not require extra oil.
Oh God.
You're fucking weird.
That's also what I've been told.
Is it too dimly lit down here? Like, do we need more torches? Or I don't know what's going. That's sorry. Things are depressing around here, so we like to play little jokes on each other to keep the atmosphere moving, and people enjoying themselves once in a while. We don't get to see daylight anymore, so this is what we do to brighten our days.
It's generally funny, but like I'll repeat myself from earlier, the little one ate it.
Mm.
I'm still not apologizing.
That's fine. She walks over and just like slaps you on the back, Prissa. Just, it's fine. So, whew. Yes. Seriously though, just because you're refugees does not mean that you don't have a home, okay? You can stay here, you can relax here, you can be a part of our society, okay?
Thank you.
Yeah.
What blood was that though? That's.
Pig.
Mm.
Yes.
Why do you not see sunlight?
Well, because sunlight doesn't shine through the sky above, and we mostly stay down here. Only those of us that are well equipped for avoiding the monstrosities ever travel around. Find some things we can use down here, some different artifacts that we can turn into, useful pots for planting things or for housing water.
Good recently?
I mean, every now and again we find some like curious things, but we really don't deal with all of that. We more need the things that help us survive and live. So, I mean, if you're looking for things like that, you're better off talking to somebody a little higher up than myself.
The person higher up said that there were some puppies down here or dogs.
Oh, yes, we have a kennel. Usually when people aren't that good at surviving or living, we give them remedial tasks to give their life purpose, So you would be tending to some of our dogs. You know, everybody pulls their own weight. That's all.
That sounds reasonable.
Yeah, we're a community. We like to keep it flowing, things moving. You know, do unto others and all that good shit.
Very good.
That's some good shit.
Yes, yes.
I still. How long has it been, Jero?
You probably have like another minute of being deaf as you're listening to this conversation, or
You mean not
watching
listening?
this conversation. You're like, what's going on? What's going on?
You have to kill someone yet?
You know, Sir Yurik would already be killing if that was needed.
Why do I have the strangest feeling if we just walked up to this temple with no deception, they would have just talked to us?
We probably would have now that we've gotten this far and we know some things, but
So anyways, thank you, Alice. Thank you, Nathaniel, for bringing all of these new people here. If you have friends or family elsewhere, be sure to let us know. We have another boating party going out. We can pick them up. Vasselheim, I'm sorry. That is such a difficult place to have to live through. I'm sorry. She's looking directly at you, Jimmy.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm
just-
like, not even. Nope.
Okay.
Man, this would be a great time to say, yeah, we got 2 more friends.
So anyways, let us show you to where we have some rooms set up for you, okay? Follow me. She starts walking over towards one of the large tapestries of the Raven Queen and kind of just brushes it aside where you see that there is a door. Opens it up and begins traveling with all of you through. The other individuals seem to like be moving behind all of you. So Dorzen and Conarath, I need another acrobatics check to dodge out of the way.
Acrobatics?
It's acrobatics, yeah. You're being nimble. Oh, Conarath, somebody bumps directly into you. Wait, what the fuck? Guys, they all draw out like short swords. Guys, I think we've been made.
what? Prissa's gonna act completely naturally panicked.
T-pose panic. Just-
Want me to roll for it?
yeah. Roll deception. T-pose panic.
T-pose panic. I feel like now I think it's canon at this point. Like Prissa's like a goat. When you scare her, instead of falling over, she just T-poses.
You never learned the proper stances from a war magic class, so.
The only thing I learned: assert your dominance.
But anyways, Conrad, somebody literally bumped into you, and like people are drawing their weapons and pointing them at all of you now. What's going on? What is this? What is this?
Ace is gonna put up his arms and look around, not at the guards,
Yeah,
but pretending like
Roll a deception check.
I'm pulling up my shield and I'm like, what is the matter?
Prissa's T-posing and looking around.
Deception for Mace is good.
My hearing finally come back so I can actually hear this.
Not quite yet.
Looking at all the people that drew weapons, do they look like people who actually know what they're doing, or just like scared sheep holding a stick?
Sir Yurik, your deception check, please.
Oh, yeah. Let's see if third time's also the charm.
Okay. Pris is the only one that's like being treated suspiciously, other than Jimmy, who he's just like, what's going on? Dorzen, roll insight.
$19.
They're better than most with weapons, but as far as all of you are concerned, they are ill-experienced with that level of threat or combat. Except the leader, the woman who's been talking. Her rapier is pointed like somebody who was very formally trained with it. She has the proper arm behind the back and expression and posture.
what is Nathan Gale doing?
Nathan
Well, I was gonna say
is He hesitated a bit too. Actually, let me roll. He hesitated for a few seconds before turning around, dropping his smile, and going, "What's going on?" So yeah, what I mean, Conoroth, someone's stabbing at you. Sorry. 14 to hit? Nope.
Nope. And I'm invisible, so they.
I already rolled disadvantage. Yeah. 14 did not hit. They strike out towards you and they go, "Something just moved. Something just moved. Shit, what's going on?"
You just swung your sword.
No.
Moved.
Conoroth is making very visible noise at this point, though. Like, he's stepping and dodging. He's not really stealthed.
What's we should wait. If we calm down, maybe we can figure out what's going on.
Conoroth, dex save.
I don't really like ghosts. Are there ghosts down here?
So, somebody picks up a large sack and throws it towards you, Conoroth. Actually, important notice, doors and dex save. The sack explodes against the wall, and as Flower is spreading, the two of you, like, dip out of the way, getting away from it, as Flower, like, folds and molds over the entire opening. Wait, you said, what? Ghost spiders? Ghost spiders? Is that a thing? Is that a thing? No, that is not a thing.
So these, I'm just asking DM. So these people so far have been pulling in refugees to help them against the monstrosities, right?
That's
Was there any
what they've been saying.
Said.
Yeah.
Is there any? Can I roll an insight and see how accurate or how?
Sure.
And to see, I don't know if this would be part of it too, but like, are the people they're bringing in being kidnapped, or is it like they said if we have family we can have them?
Roll your insight.
Wow. Okay.
This is a refugee site for people who have been kicked out of their homes or kicked out of their lands for some odd reason, or if their lands are being terrorized or attacked for some odd reason as well. They're just helping people survive if they stumble through this area and giving them a place to rest and be safer. They don't seem like they're evil people. They just live in a bad neighborhood.
All right. Everyone, stop. Let me be honest with you guys. We were a traveling group. We got scared we noticed the monstrosities around. We tried to get rid of them. We saw you guys going to safety. We were seeking refuge. We have 2 other friends here. Please do not attack.
Why were you lying?
They're just ghosts.
We weren't sure of your intentions. I apologize. Please, let me persuade you that we mean no harm. Can I roll persuasion?
Sure. Thank you. I'm gonna say disadvantage though, because this is a fuck situation.
Yeah.
Jimmy is confused. He just said he was being honest, but he's lying.
Yeah.
Well, technically, we were seeking refuge because those
We
things
were
are
seeking refuge.
fucking crazy.
But he's
We do know about
lying by the rules.
You're
of
lying
the
about a lot of
mission.
things, and
Yeah.
I'm like, wait.
But anyway, 16.
He's rephrasing the truth in a different way.
Have them
Yeah.
show themselves immediately.
Prista?
Oh, yeah. Krista will end.
You're really quiet.
Sorry. Yeah, Prissa will end concentration, sending beforehand an emotion to doors and just like be prepared. I don't know what that kind of emotion would be.
Be prepared is not really an
Caution.
emotion.
Please tell me I can actually hear now.
I'm gonna give you 1 last minute of no hearing. The 2 of you become visible out of nowhere, and their eyes go wide as they look at, for some reason, a Goliath and a centaur who managed to sneak in here
and dodge flower.
and dodge Flower.
How many of them just head smack themselves like, how the frick did we miss this?
They're just slack-jaw now. And Nathan turns to you, Ace, and goes, "Oh no, an imposter!"
Love it.
I'm gonna walk up to the Dorzin's gonna walk up to the dwarf lady that seems to be the highest ranking person.
She's raising the rapier and like leaning backwards away from you.
Cute. Why are your people in this temple?
What are you talking about?
I flash my symbol.
Oh, we mean no disrespect. It's the only safe place we could find.
Was that door always there?
That one?
Yeah.
No.
The one behind the curtain.
Oh, no. No, we had to expand. There's more people coming. I am so sorry. We didn't mean disrespect. It's a temple. Nobody was using it. Nobody was here. And well, I mean, we're giving it purpose. People are safe now.
That's very honorable and practical of you.
Yeah,
Yes.
and Doors, and I don't think she would mind people being safe in one of her temples as long as it wasn't being desecrated and such.
Hopefully. We weren't sure. I mean, the other temples sucked.
Yeah, we
Yes.
went to one and it was very bad.
Yeah, it
Wait,
sucks.
Is this temple desecrated?
What? What's that mean?
So,
I'm looking around. I look at Yurik. I look at Dorzin.
Well, I don't get the sense that it is.
You would have to use a spell or feature to discern that.
Well, I mean, I can, of course, try and figure something out.
For the heck of it, while he's doing that, I'm gonna use Eyes of the Grave if there's any undead nearby.
No undead?
Okay, good.
So
would
can
be
I
definitely
use
desecration?
Yes,
can I
Yurik?
use detect evil and good to discern?
Roll it in the chat for me, please.
All right.
Within 30 feet of you,
Yeah, it says specifically. So yeah.
It lasts for 10 minutes.
these grounds are consecrated. And they're...
Yeah, I didn't
There
actually
is-
cast the spell yet because I wanted to.
Oh, then you don't know that.
Yeah, I'm just turning to the dwarf lady and say, will you permit me to cast a spell? I simply want to discern whether this place is...
Now you're talking normal. Were all of you just lying?
I'm taking off my helmet and I'm not a warforged.
Well, he was, and I point at Ace, but I don't know if Sir Yurik, you're not a Warforged?
I might be, but I do not know.
This
Did
is
Jimmy's
just a
head just
flesh suit.
explode?
What is a warforge?
It's what the idiot guard upstairs thought he was.
Is
when
this
he-
like with the
He's
ball
not
and
an
the
idiot.
metal.
Is that what's going on?
What? No, that was
I'm
just
just
pig's
gonna-
blood.
I'm just gonna cast the spell. There's nothing
Okay.
to worry about.
Okay.
I'm just sensing the area.
You cast the spell, and you sense that these grounds are consecrated, and there is a fiend within 30 feet of you.
Okay.
Okay.
Only so
You-
Yurik knows that.
So I have 2 bits of news for you all.
Okay?
I'm looking around at everyone in the room.
They're all still, like, weapons drawn, shaking at you all.
My finger's probably up, waiting till I can hear again.
I'd say you can start hearing starting right now.
Well,
I can finally hear again.
The
Fucking hell.
area is definitely consecrated. It's considered still.
That's
hallowed.
good.
What the hell
That's
does
good.
that mean?
But
It's
it
a
just means
good
that's
place to be.
It's
still
blessed.
sanctified in the name of the Raven Queen.
Oh. Yay.
So everything you've done hasn't broken that.
Yay.
Jimmy, would you?
It's likely what is
Stop
keeping
that.
you
You do
safe.
not feel like a Warforged.
Jimmy, I don't think he's a warforged.
I didn't
Right.
think so either, but he said so.
No, feel this,
said-
and Prissa pokes the other side of the plates. See, that's not Warforged. That's
It's
Tink, tink,
another-
tink. That is metal.
Jimmy, how do you know that you are actually a halfling?
No, that doesn't work.
Wait, are we talking? Oh, are we talking philosophically or like literally?
Can we get back to the issue of why all of you are
yes.
here? I mean,
Yes.
first off, to you, she's her rapier. I am so very sorry, but we didn't want to die.
That's fine.
We don't want to kill you.
Yay!
We are looking for something in this city. This is the most likely place it would be.
And we're trying to help save the world.
As we know it.
Okay.
You know something.
I do not. However, Ulang may.
Who's Oolong?
Ulang may.
Who?
Her name is Ulang may.
Oh, I thought we
Oolong
thought you
may what?
Oolong may know something. Is how that
No,
was
no,
said.
Ulang.
What may Oolong know?
No, Ulang may no may. Ulang
Are
may
you
no.
okay? Okay.
She may know more about this place. She's like the founder of our little city.
Oh, fantastic.
Yes.
Is she nice?
Is she here, close by?
Oh, she's nice. I mean, she's let all of us stay. I can go see. We
Is
have
she
a rule
within
about
30
people.
feet?
What?
Is she within 30 feet?
How the hell would I know that?
Well, she's not one of these people. Okay.
No. But we have a very strict rule that you're not allowed to bring weapons when you go into the city because of the safety of all of the other people. And she looks terrified as she's saying this.
What
Sorry,
happened to you if you let someone in? Because I
Nothing happens
just
to us, but we need to make sure the people stay safe, and I have to put my foot down that none of you can bring your weapons in.
That's
well,
okay.
I don't have any weapons, but I'm just trying to. This is great in the story because there's this conflict in its creation. Because you have Dorzen here, who is a mighty warrior of the Raven Queen, and then you have this refugee camp.
Roll persuasion, Ace.
While he's speaking to her, I'm going over to Prissa and just leaning down and whispering. Prissa, would you happen to have any spells available to... Okay, don't panic, but there is a fiend very close.
T-pose intensifies, I assume.
Instant T-pose. Well, a little bit. Almost like half a T-pose.
She
half a
starts looking
T-pose.
like she looks like she's starting to praise the sun.
I start teabagging.
Oh, stop,
Whoa, what?
stop. No.
Oh yeah, and Dorzen gets the emotion of like surprise.
Let us all take a minute and calm down.
I am handling the situation as best as I can. The fancy-looking one. How did you do that with
Oh,
your beard,
sorry.
by the way?
I
Alice.
Yeah, please, call me. Maybe you've heard of me. I'm Ace Stormrider. I'm on my world tour.
I've never heard of you. But he's pretty correct. I suppose you can keep your weapons on you, but everyone else, I have to put my foot down. You are not allowed to bring your weapons into the city. This is for the safety of all of the other people.
No, it's alright. We understand.
This is fine.
Okay.
It's for the safety of other people that this hammer doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
You can keep yours. We are very sorry. We understand that this is your home as well, more so than most of ours.
You know what this is? And I hold up a screwdriver.
I've never seen that before in my life.
Do you know what this is? And I hold up my pistol.
I've seen one of those, yes.
I just easily just hand her my oh yeah, that's right. Longsword, shield's not a weapon, so I can keep the shield.
Yeah. It's the things you can use to kill people that they're trying to take.
And the vicious greatsword that I forgot I had.
Yeah.
No, I don't need
Let's
those.
lean our way into a refugee camp.
While they're talking, I want to because the detect evil and good lasts for 10 minutes.
10 minutes,
so I'm going to start walking around a little bit to try and get a sense of where the emanation of the fiend is coming from.
Roll me a survival check. Yeah, that's good. But as you're kind of like walking around, are you unmanning your weapons, like unstrapping them and stuff, or are you just walking in circles?
Yeah, I'm at the moment I'm still having the weapon on my hip. I'm not having my hands near it or anything. Just walking around.
One of the dwarves is following you. Sir, we need to, sir, and he's just walking behind you. Sir, we need your.
Just 1 second.
Yeah, like crossbows.
Yeah. 15. When you move to the back of the room, you no longer sense it, and when you move closer to the front, you also no longer sense it, so you sense that it's on the move.
Okay.
But it's deeper inside of this system. Jimmy, they do ask to take your pistol, since she does recognize the pistol. If you have any other weapons, they will ask for that. Ace, you do have a boot knife.
Can
I apologize.
Would you mind
take out
if
my boot knife?
we just kept it all like away so nobody would use it?
I can put it in a bag and hold on to it, but
Perfect. Perfect.
Okay.
I'm going to stop for a moment, look around, and just deeply focus for a moment, and basically utter a silent prayer to Tal'Dorei, and use divine intervention to hopefully make her reveal the fiend to me.
Divine intervention works how often?
Once per day.
You gotta roll a percentile.
Yep.
Yeah, once a day, and it's like a 10% chance.
It's lower than your cleric level.
If the deity intervenes, you can't use this feature again for 7 days, and you have not been successful yet. So, go ahead and roll a
Track down
D100.
that one random tiefling that's in here for some reason.
Yeah, so
Roll
it's
your
below
D100.
my cleric level, so I need to get at 11 or lower.
Yes.
Easy.
You're too far away from the grace of the divine sun.
You're in another deity's temple. That's very.
Yeah, that was a rude thing to do as well. It's just not that you care.
Doesn't
but-
suddenly have the urge to smite Yurik.
No, not particular.
Does Dorzen feel the sense of bitch slap this motherfucker?
No,
Doing that
not
in my
in particular. No, the Raven Queen's not a bitch. She's
Yeah,
like
no, Raven Queen's
super
actually
chill.
nice. She's just like,
Yeah,
she
but
comes off
Yurik's
as
effectively asking, "Hey, can you come over here to this other person's house and do your thing?"
Hey, can you come here and just renovate their, front yard a little bit? That's all.
Yeah.
I'll definitely appreciate it.
There's an intruder in that house over there.
Sorry, we're just giving you a new moat. That's all. But no.
If we're not allowed to take it in the bag, there's a lot of stuff I have in this bag that's dangerous. Just letting you know ahead of time.
They're not weapons though, and they're more dangerous when he's not.
I mean,
around.
that's not a weapon, and he's pointing at the pistol. You can't even.
He's the one who's been making things explode.
I just while I was like walking
I haven't
around
heard
trying to get a
anybody,
sense,
though.
Did
Except
any
the
of the
scary things.
What are you saying, Yurik? He's been trying to talk.
Yeah, sorry. Did any of the refugees in the room move around or walk away as I was sort of scanning the area?
No, and this room's not 30 feet wide either. The room's only like 10 by 15. It's fairly small.
Right.
Yeah.
So it must be further in. Yeah, someone we haven't seen.
Yeah. Yes, I suppose you can keep that, but all other weapons, they go over to you, Prissa.
Oh yeah, no, I put in the chat as I hand over my horrible staff and my horrible, terrifying short sword.
Yep. They walk over to you, Sir Yurik. And she does like clear her voice. I have to insist that you abide by our rules while you are here.
It's the dwarf, right?
Yeah.
The woman?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to lean down to her and just whisper, okay, so try not to panic, okay?
I am doing that right now.
And we are on your side. I am a cleric of Tal'Dorei, the Everlight.
Oh fuck, we're dead, aren't we?
No, you are not.
We've heard about you guys. You destroy cities. You burn people to the ground.
Your reputation pursues you. You are single-handedly ruining your religion's reputation.
That was a mistake, okay? An honest mistake.
Well, no, technically we didn't.
She's
burn
just full on
the other...
crying at this point. Yeah.
So Yurik, what did you say to her? And Chris is gonna go and try to comfort her because she's weak to crying people.
She holds the bag down and pulls out the rapier. I will defend them to my last breath.
You won't need to, just...
No one's doing anything stupid in my
We
goddess.
don't mean any harm to you. We are here to help if we can. And... Okay, I'm whispering to the woman again, the dwarf lady. Okay, so the area is sanctified. Okay.
You
don't
said
make
that.
a fuss. Yes. I also discovered something else.
And just to
Don't
narrate the imagery of this a little bit, she's still holding the rapier, but you really just don't care.
Yeah.
And Krista is hugging her kind of and like patting her back comfortingly while you're like
So,
being in the whisper.
Continue, Sir Yurik.
Yep. I discovered the presence of a fiend.
What the hell's a fiend?
You know,
Is
devils,
this-
tieflings.
Mm-hmm.
Tieflings.
Yeah.
Well, yes, we have a couple tieflings.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
I'm not certain if they would register.
Well, if
Can I roll a religion check on that?
Sure.
I mean, Dorzen registered as Fae before.
Yeah.
Just because I have a feeling as a player, and also because Prissa did see an old face previously, is one of them named Ignatius?
No.
Oh.
A tiefling can be considered a fiend if they are born directly of the Nine Hells. Same as with Dorzen, not all centaurs are considered Fae unless they were born of the Fae in the Fae Wilds. It is a possibility. It puts them close enough to their heritage that they register as that type of creature.
Okay.
You're muted, Jimmy.
Right. Well,
Still muted?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
We'll need to. Can you bring all the? How many tieflings do you have here? You know?
We don't really count.
Right.
Maybe
And
two,
are you-
3?
Right. Have you?
It's just really a priority.
Well, a fiend. Is a
Yurik,
fiend.
do you think one of the tieflings knows what we're looking for? Is that
Wait,
why
wait,
you
are you-
wanna get them?
Well, a fiend is a creature that is more or less irredeemably evil.
So Yurik, are you that is racist?
Do you remember when we had that downtime after the fight in the thicket where Pike explained to you very assertively that that is not necessarily true?
That was a
Like
long
just
time
trying
ago,
to
to be fair.
beat the
Okay, yeah.
old religion.
They are typically evil,
Yeah.
but they are not irredeemably evil. One of the laws of Tal'Dorei is save those that can be saved and redeem them from
Yeah.
evil.
Yeah,
Light
And it
them
also
on fire
says-
afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, it also says those who are beyond redemption.
Yes, those that
So,
are,
yeah.
but that's yeah.
Yeah. Basically, just my player knowledge of earlier versions of fiends and how they're considered in terms of alignment and stuff. That they are
Typically.
irredeemably evil. Yeah. Okay, so can I redact that statement a
Yes.
little bit then?
Yeah.
All right. Right. I'm not saying that it's necessarily a problem, but it's definitely something that should be looked into, because a fiend is more often evil than not.
So Eric, I think that's what's the word? Profiling. That's racial profiling.
So do you guys
Well-
know if there's any like crypts around here or like any
There's lots of crypts, yes.
weird bodies or like mausoleums?
Yes, lots of them.
Is
Great.
there like a big special one?
Where are they?
I First things
Sorry,
first. Weapons, bag. Next. I can ask the fiends to talk to you. Third, you can go talk to Ulang Mei. Then she can figure out what's going on, okay?
Yes.
Sorry, this
and
was a lot to put on you.
I'm so sorry. What was your name?
Trisha.
Trisha, I am so sorry, and I feel really bad for our deception earlier. Here is 20 gold.
You hand
Can
her
you make
20
sure-
gold and she goes, I appreciate the gesture, but we don't use gold.
Well, I figure if you're going to be sending people out to bring refugees back, they may need the money in the future to help more refugees come here. And if you
Maybe,
can donate
maybe,
it to your
yeah,
coffers or-
Do you use a set of kitchen supplies?
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
I give them a mess kit.
Oh yeah, this would be great. There's then people can start making food in their own homes as well instead of everybody communally sharing. Yeah, thank you. We really appreciate that.
When if you have someone who doesn't have any shoes, Prissa hands her the clogs that she had from the jungle.
Thank you. Takes them and so Sir Yurik, are you handing over your weapon or not?
Yes, I'm handing over my longsword.
So, may we see Oolong Mei?
Yes. And she starts bringing you inside. You all follow her for only a couple of paces, and as soon as you step through, you do see that it goes deeper and deeper underground, creating what is an underground city. It's very similar to the time you all spent, or some of you spent, when you were in the, what do you call it? The Drow
Underdark?
territory, the Underdark, thank you. It is very similar to that, but everything is much more kept litten as best as they can. Kept lit as best as they can. That's how you say that, right? Yeah, probably. As you begin moving through, you do see that there are groups of individuals, and the Dwarven man runs up to Trisha, and yeah. And he just like whispers something. Dorzin and Ace and Sir Yurik. Yeah, that's it. You all hear he goes, so are we really getting them? That seems a little unnecessary. Yeah, we don't want to die in a fiery inferno, so yes. All right. And
Trisha, this is
Whispering about-
beautiful down here and marvelous.
Mhm.
This is...
yes, this was actually mostly in place when we came here. We just had to finish up a few more of the areas surrounding it. We've been expanding outwards further out of the city, but
Oh, so the there's an old part that was here that you guys found, and then
This
have
part.
been expanding out.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
well, do you know what it was originally?
All of these are crypts. We've just renovated them to be homes instead.
Ah, fantastic. Any
I go. Oop, sorry.
large crypts or?
Again, you're gonna have to talk to Ulang.
Yes,
She
that's
knows.
fine.
I
That's fine.
am just the chief of security here.
You're doing a wonderful job.
Thank you.
You are being respectful to the Crips, yes.
You will have to talk to Ulang. I don't know. I hope so. I hope so. People have places to rest and sleep in privacy instead of dying. So, you all walk down a set of stairs further into this wide open chamber. And as you are walking down, you do get a lot of looks from curious people. They all just seem to be looking at Conrath and Dorzen, as you two do stand out very predominantly. Dorzen especially. And as you continue walking, you make it over towards what appears to be a large tomb of some sorts. It's about 20 feet tall underground and about 15 to 20 feet wide, with a large set archway that you all can peer inside and through. And as you get closer, the archway begins to open from guards on the inside, and Trisha just gestures and goes, you all can go inside. I'll wait right here.
Thank you for being so polite.
Yes, of course.
So as we walk inside, we just hear a muffled "Ah!" as she just panic screams.
No, she already did her panicking. She's more composed than that.
She's not gonna break down crying in front of everyone now, just in front of her people.
Yeah. But anyways, you all move inside, in a very dark looking room that has sconces with more of these blue lights lit all around. You see a large sarcophagus in the center of this room that has a very old hook-nosed woman with long fingers leaning over top of it, looking at you all. There are about 3 or 4 guards surrounding the area as well, all various races.
Hi there. You must be Oolong May.
I am? And you all must be new.
You could say that.
She leans backwards, and you hear a very loud set of cracks from her bones as she just leans up and rests her 2 arms, elbows on either end of the sarcophagus, and showing she is far larger than she seemed.
Can I make some sort of check this? Because I don't think she's human.
Religion!
Is she a hag?
Religion!
Can I check as well?
Only 2 people participate with every check.
Dang it!
Darn.
Prissa, she doesn't strike you as human. She's larger than Conrath, just by your estimate. Dorzen, she doesn't strike you as human. She's larger than Conrath, just by your estimate.
I'm going to take out my screwdriver and give my little magic fly a twitch and let him fly into the room.
Okay. As you begin twisting with that little arcane shift, her eyes do go over. She recognizes it, she just doesn't interact with it.
I'm more I don't care about her. The sarcophagus is what I was more interested in.
Okay. There is magic emanating from the sarcophagus. Abjuration.
Okay. I stage whisper actually from here to Yurik. The sarcophagus, there's definitely some arcane stuff to it.
Yes, that is.
Oh, could you tell us about it?
Potentially. I am wondering what a guardian of Salen Ray and a champion of the Raven Queen are doing inside of this temple so far away from civilization?
Oh well, I can answer that. It's quite simple. We came here because we're basically trying to put an end to the world. We're looking for a few components that we actually need for this spell. Actually, supposed to be like a very powerful ritual. We're looking for composition of something along the lines of celestial tears, and we also need the blood of a very particular individual. Maybe you've heard of him. I can't say his name. It's very hard.
Her
Chris will,
smile is
instantly,
spreading wide as you're talking, Jimmy.
Krissa slaps her hand over Jimmy's mouth to shut him up when he gets to the naming area.
And
Nah, he doesn't say it.
her smile stretches back against her cheeks upwards. Very, very wide. Sir Yurik, your spell is still active. There is a fiend within 30 feet of you.
Yeah, I wanted to ask about that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, we didn't properly introduce ourselves. I'm Storm Rider, and perhaps you've heard of me. I'm on my world tour, but anyway, that's another story. And what was your name?
Oolong Mei.
Krista, this is
Oolong Mei. How you found this place and then brought these refugees here to help them? And
Not exactly, no.
Oh,
I did find this place.
interesting. Can you? So you found this place. How long ago was that?
Roughly 300 years.
Oh, fantastic! What a story.
It
So
looks
you-
very, like you made it pretty cozy.
She just wiggles her eyebrow towards you as you say that, just a little.
But we came here on a
You're
mission.
quiet.
We came here on a mission, and would you be able to help us?
I don't think she will, Priscilla.
Why not?
Why not?
Well,
I told you
you
what
are
we're looking for.
you are the fiendish presence I detected, aren't you?
I am one.
What does that mean?
It means I am not a creature from this land.
Yes.
Oh,
You
well-
don't belong here.
Neither am I, but that doesn't mean
She's
you
not
know-
from this plane of existence, Jimmy.
Yeah,
Like
but
me.
these doors
She
ain't right.
points at you, Sir Yurik, with a finger that's roughly 7 to 10 inches long. Correct. Though if I could go back, I gladly would.
Help you with that.
So Yurik,
Really? I hold up my boat token.
Her eyes glisten when she sees that.
You help us, we help you. Agreed? This came in really handy, didn't it? It's an instant teleportation in or out of the hells.
No, it's a
oh shit.
it's a pass in or out of the hells. It's not instant. It is a pass through. There's more at play that you don't understand, Dorson.
Okay, fine.
That comes with it, but you do know it allows someone to pass to and from unimpeded.
How did you get that?
It was
Long
the
time
treasure
ago.
I was obsessed with back in the gut.
Oh.
Yeah.
The odds of it actually having relevance very low.
And what makes you think that I can't just take it from you?
Because helping us doesn't cost you anything, and fighting us might.
I mean, there's a lot of us.
You stink like them, but you speak like others. It's been a while since I've had a comfortable conversation. She waves both of her hands, and the 4 people in the room look around at each other and just leave.
Dipped out. Can I do an insight check?
Where's the
Sure.
person who took our weapons?
Outside the door, presumably.
Can I try to see if she did like a spell or something?
Your passive didn't
wager?
catch it up,
Ooh.
Ooh.
if she did.
I have a magic fly in the room. If she does something, I'm going to know. So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Prissa,
what that
she's
fly does,
very
too.
hard to read.
Anyways, I'm so sorry that if we're being a bit rude and stuff. It's been a long day, and
That's fine. It's fine.
To satisfy my friend's curiosity, what name does your race go by?
To protect my own people, I would rather not say.
Fair enough.
Just know that we are older than your species.
That's saying something.
But anyways, you said you are looking for a particular crypt down here.
Possibly a crypt. It is where he fell.
Chimato.
Who fell?
The
we can't.
fallen champion of the Raven Queen.
There are many champions of hers that have fallen.
The first.
That is an interesting statement. And you say that there's an impending disaster? Her attention snaps down to Jimmy.
Yeah. Well, we don't know how long it is, but it's coming soon if we can't stop it.
Jimmy, you do sense...
Keep in mind, Jero, I do have a passive of 8. So, I mean, if she's doing things sneakily, I might not pick up on it. But
The reason you do pick up on it is because you're looking at her when you talk to her.
Mhm.
There is divination magic on her.
Okay. I mean, if you're willing to help us, or if you're not, what maybe we could convince you it's worth it?
I will trade you the Tome of Vorvik.
Don't
She
say
shivers with delight as she says the name.
She had to say the name.
For that coin.
Coin. What does that do?
I will tell you its location. And I will have one of my guards take you there. But you leave the coin here when you go.
How do you know we can trust? How do we know we can trust you?
'Cause I do not break my word. Or else I would be broken.
Does the coin
Insight
appear
check?
magical as well?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That's my coin, yeah.
Yeah.
The coin is stupid magical.
Yeah.
So then, by your name, we have a deal.
By no name you have a deal with me. She holds 3 fingers outwards towards you, Dorzen, and the arm kind of stretches 10 feet, and the fingers are bigger than your hand and part of your forearm.
Is she actually reaching out to shake a hand?
No, she's holding her hand out for the coin, but she said the words, so.
Right. She said the words that matter.
Yeah. If you make a deal with this creature, it is binding.
Okay.
It's amazing how you did that with your arms.
You do not make deal with these creatures lightly.
I'm sorry, I missed the last half of that.
I said you do not make a deal with these creatures lightly.
I
don't
know.
think he's
That's
taking
why
it
we're
lightly.
getting off cheap, and I give her the coin.
She snaps it between her 3 fingers, and the arm retracts back to her as the hand just fades into her robes and then comes back out.
That is so marvelous how you do that. Did you teach the creatures above how, or is there a way that we can learn, or how's that?
I have no interest in that conversation.
I'll just make it up in my book then. Thank you.
Any book? Do you have books?
Oh, yes.
Oh,
I'm
I'm sorry, I forgot. I do not need a book. Freedom.
May I ask why?
Insight.
Yeah.
But she said freedom.
Go for it. Yes, Prissa, what are you asking?
Why she doesn't need a book?
She just smiles at you. His crypt is below us. She grabs her long hands over the sarcophagus and rip it back towards her. You don't see her move, but her body seems to stay out of the way of the lid. Those of you taller folk can see inside, which has a staircase leading down.
Thank you for
If
your
we're
assistance.
going down there, might we get our stuff, or are they going to wait?
The laws of this place are set in stone for the protection of those people.
And our escort?
She looks outwards, and Jimmy, you do notice that magic passes through her as she's looking past the door. The School of Magic is transmutation. A few seconds later, somebody walks into the door, looks around at all of you. Did you need something, Oolong May? They need an escort to the tomb. Oolong May, I said they need an escort.
I whisper over to Prissa, like, there's a lot of magic going on, like abjuration there, and she's got like divination and justice and transit. There's a lot going on.
You shouldn't think about fighting me here. She looks over at you, Sir Yurik.
I don't see why we have a reason to fight you, Miss Oolong.
He has many reasons.
I do.
Yes. But I would suggest that you maintain your temper.
Or what?
Or I get to play.
There is a time and place for everything, Yurik. And now is not the time for this. Too much is on the line.
Fair enough.
Dozen, do you need help getting down the stairs?
As long as it's not too steep, I should be fine.
It's pretty steep.
Is it thin enough that I can hold the walls?
Yeah, it's gonna still take you a couple minutes. Just a couple. But she does look and go, would you like assistance in getting down there more easily?
No, I've had to deal with this a lot lately.
The curse of the four folk, eh?
Practice makes perfect.
once you have what you need from that crypt, please come back. I would love to make another deal with you all.
It's
Nice hook. I like that. I'll add that to the story.
May I
Is the
have,
archaeologist still with us?
Yeah.
He is, and he's like, he has the smile stuck on his face, like, Ugh.
If I don't see why we can't discuss that deal now, but if
It ruins
what
the
do you know
story.
about thieves?
There has to be climax and hooks and interchange and adventure and we'll get there, Prissa. We'll get there.
So down you go.
I'm gonna take a torch out. I imagine there's nothing lit.
Yeah, it's dark. You ignite your torch, and as the torch envelops the area, Dorzin, Yurik, and Ace, you all see a decrepit sense of skin almost peel back from her, but as soon as the first flicker ends, it's back into the wrinkly old form.
Oh,
Please. She motions downwards. I hope you have interesting travels.
That makes
thank
two
you.
of us.
I hope we don't take too long. We should be back pretty quick.
Take your time. Nathan goes, I'm not with them.
What? Yeah,
I
yes, you are.
am not fucking with you. I am going to go talk to the people. You're boring.
ooh.
It's probably the
Okay.
smartest thing he's ever made someone think of him.
Can I do an insight check? Just make sure she's not like leading us down somewhere to die.
Sure.
Good.
Oh shit.
She's incredibly hard to read.
With a wow.
What did we just let back into the hells?
Well,
Thankfully, she's bound by her words.
What did
and
we just
have to
give
go where
free
we want to go.
passage from the hells and back and
No, it's
One-way ticket.
Dorzin knows
Oh,
this. It's a
okay.
one-way ticket. It allows you to traverse one direction.
I just noticed I have a hooded lantern, so I'm gonna be using that instead.
Oh yeah, totally. Way better. Way better.
Jimmy's making his way down.
Marching order, please. You do
Okay,
have the
Dorzin.
dwarven individual who's like up towards the front, but not in front. He looks terrified.
Tanneroth would probably be second or third as the muscle to push anything past.
Before we start heading down, I ask everyone to just stop for a moment and let's get our weapons in case there's
We cannot.
Well, she said we
undead
couldn't.
things down there. What?
She said we couldn't.
I have a
Like a
scimitar
law
you
or
can
something.
use.
Is that wrong? Did I?
So Yurik, I think when she said that, I think there might be a sort of magic in this place that would react to that sort of intent. Possibly.
The intent of being able to defend ourselves properly if we are attacked.
Oh, I can do that. That's why I'm in the front.
And it's not like we took any of your symbols away. I really should educate that. Nah.
Right.
Plus, anything
not-
natural we have is fine.
I
we
don't
go.
care.
Well, the show must go on. It's time for the next act. I'm very excited. Oolong May, thank you so much. Any quick tips before we go? Like a preview?
Roll persuasion, Ace. Having somebody with a plus 13. Ugh.
Yeah, I love it, especially compared to Prissa.
Ow.
I'm gonna cast light on my shield.
Don't trust your eyes.
Oh, lovely.
Thank you. And I'm going to insight that. I'm sure she's telling the truth. But
Sure. She's incredibly hard to read.
that's coming.
don't trust your eyes.
Good thing
I
I
really
gotta
do.
keep that dispel here.
I really do love how, like, when we first came in here, it was all comedy and laughs and shits and giggles, and now all of a sudden, dark turn.
But anyways, if we have the marching order, I believe Konoros said he wants to be third, correct?
Second or third, yeah. So
Second
that
or
if
third.
something.
I'll be
strength
second
based
if
comes
Jimmy
through,
is
I can do it.
first.
Jimmy, do you wish to be first?
I've got the lantern, but Yurik's got the light shield. So as long as somebody with the light source is up front,
Yeah,
that's fine.
I can
We
go.
can be
I
side
can
by
go in
side.
front. Then.
We're short. I'm small enough.
Yeah. The two of you can walk side by side down here. And the crypt is actually fairly wide. As you descend the stairs, moving deeper and deeper inside of this undercity temple of the Raven Queen. The most natural aspect of this place that you've seen thus far. The stonework is perfect. It is not patched. It has mild crumbling and decay from lack of proper treatment against it, though it still resounds with magic and essence in this location. And during that conversation, Sir Yurik, your spell has ended. You begin moving down, and you see before you that there are many, many rooms in front of you, all of which are sealed off with stone. Beautifully crafted. They have names written upon them, but it's written in the earliest of languages for common in this location. Difficult for any of you to really translate, aside from those of you that are incredibly scholarly. So Prissa, Konorath, Ace, Jimmy.
I'm gonna
God
turn
damn
on my
this.
helmet.
Yep. Touch.
Knowledge.
Touch.
I was about-
So, Sir
I was about
Yurik,
to
you're
say,
touching
give me 10
everything?
minutes.
Do I have to touch it to?
Comprehend the
To
language
read?
to read? Yeah, you have to touch it.
The helmet. I mean.
It's
Oh,
still comprehend
are you
languages.
Yeah, you
Oh
got.
yeah. Okay, yeah.
So Sir Yurik is
Um,
touching everything.
Well,
Hey, would
Uh,
be careful, Sir Yurik.
I would probably not be just touching everything though.
Hmm.
I misunderstood that spell, but yeah. So I'm just turning on the helmet. I'm not being handsy with the runes.
Already? You all begin walking down. And it's dry here and stagnant in air. Almost a little difficult to breathe in and exhale against. Prissa, you are the only person who feels comfortable breathing down here.
That's fair.
Actually, no, Dorzen would also feel comfortable. You've spent enough time in the Underdark. Jimmy, you said you are checking for traps and hidden passages? No.
I'm more concerned about traps, especially since this place was already hidden. So
Roll an investigation, please.
Oh, while he's doing that, I'm gonna give Sir Yurik my vicious scimitar, so he has a weapon.
Sir Yurik, you
Oh,
currently
he sold
have
that.
a vicious scimitar. He sold a lot of the things, but not all of it.
I have a bag full of weapons if you guys want. Like, I told the person that I had shit in my bag, and they just didn't care. So
Oh, sir, what's your name? Prissa asked the dwarven escort.
I go by Charles.
Hi, Charles. If something scary pops up and tries to kill us, you should probably run. All right?
Yeah, that's my plan.
Okay, that's good. Just making
I've
sure we're
only
on the
been
same
down here
page.
twice.
What? Can you tell us about the first two visits?
Oh, it's nasty. I hate this air. It's thick. And I don't know. It feels bad.
Did something? Are there creatures down here?
Yeah.
What do they look like?
I never saw them. I just ran.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. for giving us a heads up.
Yeah. He looks very scared.
What kind of creatures did you see, Charles?
I didn't see them, I heard them, and I ran. But it sounded like the air was being pushed by them.
Does that ring any bells?
To me, as a player, I think I have an idea maybe what it is.
So, Conaroth, things that push airs. Cardinals, blue jays, pigeons.
Well-
yeah, it does sound very common.
Things that would live in a crypt that sound like they push air.
Oh, bats.
Someone with a bellow.
Yeah,
Gelatinous cube.
yeah.
I don't think it's
Things with big lungs that breathe heavily. It's
Dragons.
not enough of a detail to really be able to roll and justify it.
Was there
Just,
any
of
other
course
sound?
it would if it's a 10 by 10 corridor and the
Yeah.
cube fills the entire thing.
What were you asking, Conaroth?
Was there any other sounds associated with them?
A loud, like, screech?
So loud screech. It sounds like it's pushing air. Could be a pterodactyl.
I don't think those are native down here.
Could be a
That's
boat.
out character. That's an outer character joke.
Who's Peter
Okay.
Dactyl?
Ooh, I wonder if we'll get to see a dragon. Oh, that would be amazing.
I don't think I would want to see a dragon right now. Although, note for out of character, I would love to see a dragon.
Unless it's a Draco Lich.
Meh.
Well, let's keep going. I would hate to see this drag on.
And Ace is just kind of paying attention to the
Ooh.
carvings as they're drag on.
Yeah.
Ace is just kind of looking at the writing and stuff as he's going by, trying to see how he would how he'd write about this part of the story later.
I would also try to be reading these names and translating them
All right.
to try and find the one we're looking for.
You know it's gonna be literally all the way at the end in the biggest freaking room possible.
Could be, or it could be a twist. It's the first door.
So, you begin trying to discern all of the names, listening to them, and taking them in as what they are. Each of the crypts is labeled, and you start reading names. Zala, Ledre, Leltash, Bulad. All of these very old names. And it just keeps going on and on and on. Some of the crypts are accented with died defending the world, or perished protecting their family, and other choice things. None of them seem to have had peaceful deaths that you've crossed past. Jimmy, as everyone is moving forward and you're keeping a very careful eye, you end up stopping everybody as you notice that one of the tiles that you were about to step on has a very faded etching of a raven's head into it. It's filled with dust and dirt, but you still kind of see it as you just push some of the dirt away.
Gonna see if I can try to dismantle or deactivate whatever it might trigger.
Okay. Roll me thieves' tools using intelligence.
Alright, just do a +1 to whatever it is. That's their 15. I will use my last flash of genius. Make it a 20.
Dirty 20. You kind of look at the indentation and you tell people to back up a little bit, and as you feel around the edges of it, you take out your tools and your screwdriver and you start moving the tile from side to side, and as it moves, you notice the ground right behind you also begins moving, going down, up, down, up, down, up, very, very slightly. So, if this tile is disturbed, it will collapse behind it.
I pointed out to the group, don't step here, guys. Try to avoid it, and that area right there. Mm-mm.
And
Okay,
you probably draw around it with chalk or something.
Yeah,
I was about
just
to actually say I should make a
suggest.
circle
This
around it
is
with chalk.
much harder to do, by the way, without Ouch. Because he tends to be like my extra set of hands that I use to kind of perform these maneuvers.
Yeah.
If you need an extra set of hands, I could assist.
Well, Ouch kind of knows how to work with me.
I mean, I spent a little bit under a year helping you with Mitch's
You,
project.
you're very smart, Krissa. You're like one of the smartest people I know. But I'm sorry, Ouch is just my extra.
I understand.
So, you keep moving forward, and periodically you have to stop everybody and test the same type of tiles, and you start discerning very quickly that these are deliberate traps, that if people are not knowing of them, they will be triggered. And as you move down this hallway and corridor, the thick, dry air moistens, and it becomes even heavier air to breathe in. And you start noticing little patches of liquid on the walls surrounding you. As the dwarf kind of stops and takes a very deep breath. Ooh. Okay. We're getting closer. All of you know how to swim, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright.
No.
Huh?
Is there
Horses can
water?
swim.
Depends on how deep.
Yeah, but horses can, manage. They can at least direct their body.
Oh wait, I can walk on water.
I can just climb across a vertical surface.
That might be a problem, Dorian.
Yeah, that might be a problem, Dorzen.
Can you walk in water?
I don't think it's a may either. I think you have to.
You can't
You're
turn
gonna
off
have to
the.
take off
Well,
the
guess what?
horseshoes.
Horseshoes come off.
Oh, yes.
You got an article.
No, or I just polymorph him into a fish.
Yes, more spell slots. That too.
Yeah, making me use up all my shit.
Alright, give me
I mean-
5 minutes to unhook my feet.
I mean, I'm sure I could probably drag you underneath the water.
We don't even know yet. Do we get there? Do we have to go underwater?
The easiest option is probably to amputate.
Oh god.
Hope you have reincarnate prepared.
Now, Sir Yurik, that joke is very inappropriate. I know you don't value human life, but I know you value horse life.
Yes.
So,
Half human, half horse.
Ashton
I'm
will
not
remember.
sure.
yeah.
Which means he only half values Dorsey's life.
But anyways, you all continue moving forward. Looking at the walls that dampen very slightly, and algae that seems to grow and lick against different crevices and corners of these crypts. You continue forward until you see a large pool of water in front of you. Jimmy shines his reflective bullseye lantern into it, and it only produces light for about 10 feet and becomes muddled. Alright. So, the crypt is down about 300, 400 feet. The third left about another 100 feet. And then we have to surface up. And then we're about halfway there.
It's a long time to hold your breath.
Yeah.
give me 10 minutes and I can help with that.
Dorzen, I remember she did say something about us not trusting our eyes. You seem to pay attention to a lot of stuff. Could you, and Jimmy's gonna fiddle around and he takes out this little, mic. It looks kind of like a small spyglass, and he hands it over to Dorzen. Could you just keep an eye out for us? And it's basically going to be see invisibility. I think it linked.
You gave me a spyglass and what?
It is see invisibility that he is casting.
Oh, it is. Yeah, the spell is a ritual, but it doesn't say it on your description. Sorry. Continue. So you give Dorzen see invisibility?
Yes.
Okay.
It's gonna be really useful with my passive.
Dorzen, give me a charisma saving throw.
Oh. Does my Fey ancestry equip
No.
to this? Darn.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
7.
As soon as you put those glasses on, you let out a horrific shriek and back up against the wall as you look around yourself, and in front of each of these tombs is a different faded, shadowy figure looking at you. Every single one holding a symbol of the Raven Queen.
Huh.
Dorzen, you okay?
Rosen, what's going on?
They're all here.
Ooh.
Why are they all here?
Who? Where? Prissa has like a fire in her hand, ready to firebolt something.
What do you?
That's horrifying.
Dorzen, you can read lips, can't you?
Yes, I can.
Oh, fuck, that is amazing. Okay. One
I
of
also
the
put a
ones...
+5 to investigation. I didn't remember that.
It's passive investigation, which I don't use, because it's kind of stupid. But anyways, one of them is mouthing to you. Words. What languages do you speak?
Common, Primordial, and Sylvan.
Don't understand what they're saying.
This is the
I
point
stumble
where
over and my helmet sort of just
If only.
floats in the air and
Wait,
just
does
falls
the
on his
helmet
head.
require attunement?
Nope.
Would he still be able to repeat the word if he can like see them mouthing it?
It would be a
I
performance
could
check.
mouth it out, but I wouldn't be able to know how to pronounce it.
It'd be a performance check.
that item does not require attunement.
Yeah, if you put it on him, he can just use it.
Who are you talking
I
about?
don't know what he's doing. And yeah.
Just
Doors
one
on
of them
who?
is talking, but I don't understand.
One of
I
who
go
is
over and put his
talking?
put my helmet on his head. It's already on.
Actually, that doesn't work unless you touch them. You understand the literal meaning of any spoken language that you hear. You don't hear them. I will, if you touch them, however, accept that.
But if it's mouthing them, isn't that
You have to
spoken,
hear it.
basically? Yeah.
It's a language you can hear. He's not hearing, he's
fair
reading the lips.
Go up and touch the lips of the ghost.
So
Ooh.
am I frightened from these creatures? Is
Oh,
that what the
you are terrified right now.
Okay.
But you're not frightened necessarily of them. It's just of the fact that you've been watched this entire time.
Can
And
anyone
that
else
all
see
these
anything?
champions
I'm
of the
so
Raven
confused.
Queen's souls are just sitting here.
Ace is saying that because he's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
going,
yeah, yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Jimmy, what was that thing you gave Dorzen?
It kind of enhances the ocular path for looking into like the I believe it the
English.
ethereal plane.
Ethereal plane. All right. So ghosts.
Well, not necessarily. Sometimes,
Well-
but it can be like things that are hidden, you know, like by illusion.
Mostly ghosts.
Eric, you're
That's-
translating helmets on my head, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to steady my nerves and walk towards the one talking to me.
You just put your finger over their lip, just shh, as they keep speaking.
Can I understand it now?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Hide. Hide. Hide.
That's all he's saying.
Hide. Hide from them. At this point, you all start noticing the water begins quaking.
Hide.
Hi.
Everybody stealth checks.
Oh, disadvantage for Dorson.
Triple disadvantage.
That's actually really good.
That's amazing for Dorzen.
Do I have time to cast guidance on myself?
Not quite, no. It's just...
No.
It's an instantaneous thing. Dorson says hide, and everybody goes, fuck it! Like...
I'm standing really still.
This is like one of those little kids when they play hide and seek. They hide with like their sibling or whatever. Except she goes to doors and to hide with him.
I take one step behind Sir Uric, so we're both super still.
So you have a meat shield. Good call. Good call. Oh, wait, the dwarf. The dwarf. They're stealthy as all fuck. Divided by
Nobody saw
7.
Where our weapons went, right?
So, you all find little nooks by these tombs to tuck yourselves into. Conoroth, you look around as everyone else is stealthing and just grab onto the ceiling and pull yourself up to it, hiding as best as you can. Spider
'Cause
walk
I
is really good.
He's like, nope. Like the cat stuck on the ceiling kind of thing.
So,
I think it's more like Spider-Man on the ceiling or something.
So as all of you are starting to hide and relaxing and breathing, it's a 16 average for the party. You watch as the quaking of the water continues, as a long tendril reaches out of the water with a bulbous point at the end that slowly opens up, and you see an eye looking through. A second one reaches in the same manner and peers through.
Is this the thing from Star Wars?
Then, you watch as the water begins rippling and fading down a large, round body. A hulking mass of flesh, dark in coloration, and a large eye appear. And this is where we're going back next session.
Oh no.
Oh, fuck no.
Please tell me that's not what I think it is.
You'll find
It
out next
definitely is.
session.
Not really there. It's an illusion.
Here's the thing. I wouldn't be so bad about facing this thing if I had more than just like one spell slot for some of my bigger spells.
Well, if you're in the radius of the eye, your spell slot might not matter.
Yeah.
We will
If
find out.
Canoroth's in the radius of the eye, he's falling from the ceiling.
No, that's
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
it turns
Beholders
off
have that?
magic.
All magic.
Oh shit.
All magic. If that is what it is. Now, do you think I'm that
Mm-hmm.
uncreative that it would be a simple beholder? Anyways,
That's
everybody,
probably an-
thank you
It's a
very much
death
for
march.
playing. Viewers, thank you very much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed yourselves and had a good time, but there's no way this fight is going to be done within an hour, so...
Yeah, no way in hell.
But anyways, thank you all, everybody. I hope you enjoyed yourselves, and we will be back again next week. Bye.